Let's have a real conversation because this is something most men never truly understand. There is a big difference between emotional connection and intensity, and when you don't understand that difference, it can slowly damage your relationship over time. Many people ignore this until it is too late. But once you understand it, everything about connection begins to change. Most people think it is about choosing one style, either being soft and caring or being bold and intense. But the truth is, it is not about choosing one, it is about balance. And without balance, connection begins to fade without you even noticing it. Let's start with emotional connection. This is where everything begins. It is about presence, it is about care, it is about making the other person feel valued and important. When someone feels this, they open up naturally, they relax, they trust, and that trust becomes the foundation of everything else. Small actions create this feeling. A gentle touch, a calm moment, a simple expression of appreciation. These things may seem small, but they carry deep meaning. They show attention, they show care, and they create a strong emotional bond over time. Now, here is where many people make a mistake. They stop there. They believe that this alone is enough. But connection is not only about comfort, it also needs energy. It needs excitement. It needs variation. Without that, things begin to feel predictable. And predictability removes attraction. This is where intensity comes in. Intensity is about energy, it is about confidence, it is about stepping into the moment with boldness, not aggression, but presence that feels strong and certain. This creates contrast, and contrast creates excitement. When you combine emotional connection with intensity, something powerful happens. The interaction becomes dynamic, it becomes engaging, it becomes something that feels alive instead of routine. But when you rely only on intensity, something goes wrong. It begins to feel disconnected, too fast, too focused on outcome, and without emotional connection, intensity loses meaning. On the other side, when there is only softness, something is missing. It feels safe, but it also feels flat. And over time, that lack of variation creates distance. This is why balance is everything. You need both sides working together, connection and intensity, calm and energy, presence and movement. When these come together, the experience becomes complete. Let me explain this in a simple way. Imagine everything staying the same all the time. No change, no variation, no surprise. Eventually, it becomes predictable. And predictability removes excitement. Now imagine the opposite: constant change, no stability, no calm, no grounding. That creates confusion instead of connection. The key is knowing when to shift, when to stay calm, and when to bring energy. This comes from awareness, from paying attention, from understanding the moment as it happens. Most people do not do this. They follow habits, they repeat patterns, and they never adjust. But when you become aware, everything changes. You begin to notice small signals, small reactions, small shifts in energy, and those signals guide your actions naturally. Another important factor is presence. You have to be fully in the moment, not distracted, not overthinking, just present. Because when you are present, your actions become natural, and natural actions create stronger connection. Confidence also plays a role, not loud confidence, not forced behavior, but calm, steady confidence. The kind that shows in how you move and respond. Confidence creates comfort, and comfort allows connection to grow. At the same time, confidence allows you to bring intensity when needed, without hesitation, without doubt, and that creates balance. Now, when all of these elements come together, something shifts. The interaction becomes more than just routine. It becomes experience. It becomes something meaningful, something memorable. Most people never reach this level. They stay in one mode, either too soft or too intense. And because of that, they miss the full picture. But when you understand both sides, everything changes. You stop forcing, you start flowing, you stop repeating, you start responding. And that is where real connection begins. Because connection is not about one style, it is about balance. It is about knowing when to shift. And when you learn that, your presence becomes stronger, your confidence becomes natural, and your connection becomes deeper. In the end, it is not about doing more, It is about doing things with awareness, with balance, with presence. And when you do that, everything begins to feel effortless.